Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Temporal Forces, the upcoming Pokemon card set that's going to be released on March 22nd, 2024. This set has a lot of really cool stuff that actually has me really excited about this year, so I can't wait to share it with you guys. Before we get started, I would like to thank Buyee for sponsoring today's video. If you haven't heard, Buyee is the go-to source for picking up exclusive Pokemon cards that are only available in Japan. I've used Buyee for years to pick up all kinds of cool cards like Mario Pikachu, Scream Mimikyu, and Japan Post promo cards. Buyee gives you a direct line to Japan's hottest collectibles, and they will ship it to you anywhere in the world. They've just launched their new TCG-centric storefront, making it more collector-friendly than ever before. Using their service is incredibly easy. I just used their service to pick up the new Unigaba promo cards from the Pokemon Center Japan for free with my purchase through Buyee. Click the link in the description to sign up to Buyee today. Buyee offers full buyer insurance and delivery inspection as well, so you can have peace of mind that you are getting what you paid for. New signups get a 10% coupon off your very first purchase. Thank you again to Buyee for sponsoring today's video. The first big thing to know about Temporal Forces is that it's a continuation of Paradox Rift, where it is a bunch of new future and ancient Pokemon inside of it. Some of the ones that are going to be the most exciting are probably going to be on the ancient end. I think the ancient Entei, Suicune, and Raikou are going to be the popular pulls from this set. The future Pokemon, which features the future version of Cobalion, Virizion, and Terrakion, those are probably going to be a little bit less popular just based on the popularity of these Pokemon, but in general, I think it's going to be exciting to pull any of these brand new special illustration rare. With this set, there's going to be 160 cards, brand new cards, before counting secret rares inside of it. And 160 is actually a surprisingly modest number for a brand new Pokemon card set. There was a period of time where we were reaching close to 300 cards per new set, and it looks like the Pokemon Company has reeled it in a little bit and made these sets a little bit less ridiculous. So this is a very moderate, casual, friendly, and solid set. There's really nothing I can really complain about Temporal Forces. They're doing pretty much everything really right with the illustration rares. These new cards look fantastic, and I can tell the artists put a ton of work into some of these cards. They look really, really gorgeous. And some of the ones that are coming out inside of Temporal Forces actually has some dual art in here, which is really, really cool. A bit of a combo. So we have Deerling and Sawsbuck, where if you combine the two cards, and these aren't even that popular Pokemon. I mean, they're really cool, but if you combine the two cards, you form a brand new artwork where the Deerling and the Sawsbucks kind of move together through a forest, and you can see the changing of the season, which is a mechanic that is unique to these two Pokemon, which is really, really nice, where you can see the difference between spring, summer, fall, or autumn, and into winter. So really cool looking artwork. The other big one is going to be the Cinccino and the Minccino, which has also been revealed, which also features a little bit of a duality in terms of their artwork, where they're just destroying a house, and you combine the two art, you get the whole entire house ruckus going on in the art, which is really cool. Not as interesting as the Deerling and Sawsbucks, but still a really good combo. And there's a ton of other illustration rares that just goes really hard on their artwork. The Snom, the Shiftry, and there's a bunch of other really cool ones. Pretty much all of the artwork from this set I think looks really gorgeous. There isn't one that I would say, no, that doesn't look right, that doesn't look cool. All of the new illustration rares have been put through a lot of thought and effort, and I can absolutely see where the artist was going for some of these. And it gets even better for the special illustration rares for the trainer. If you're interested in some of the trainer cards, well, in this series, they're kind of moving away from Scarlet and Violet, and they're putting other trainers from years priors or other generations into these artwork. So you're gonna recognize some characters from prior series, and I think that's really cool. I think Gengar makes a cool appearance in one of these special illustration rares, which is really great, and they all look really solid. None of them are bad. None of them I would complain about if I pull inside of one of my booster pack. I think all of the new artworks go really hard. They all look fantastic and I love all of them. So this is a solid set. The other big thing that's coming out with Temporal Forces, and this is more of a need to know if you're a collector, and that is A-Specs are making a return. And you don't really need to know what A-Specs are besides that they're unique to the trading card game mechanic. You can have one A-Specs inside of your deck and it's a super powerful card. And when you pull one of these cards inside of your booster pack, you're absolutely gonna recognize it because it's a very bright pink, magenta, violet color. It's neon almost, reminding you of like the 70s, and it's really, really cool looking cards, but none of the A-Specs cards are probably going to be highly valued from a collectibles standpoint. A lot of them are going to be probably pretty affordable unless they are competitively viable in the TCG. In that scenario, some of the A-Spec cards might actually get really expensive, maybe even to the $5 to $10 range if they're very competitively viable and super highly sought after. We don't know how hard these A-Specs cards are going to be to pull. It's probably going to be right around 1 per booster box. That seems like the right number. They may go even easier, which is like 1 in every single 12 booster packs. If that's the case, then these cards are going to be super affordable. None of them are going to be over $1, but you are going to recognize these cards when they release. In general, I think I'm going to be excited about Temporal Forces. There's really nothing about this set that I can really complain about. The Pokemon Company is doing everything right with it. It's not a perfect set. However, it's a great set. There's no real major concern from me on it. It looks like the Pokemon Company put in a modest number of cards and they put in the right amount of secret rares so that you're going to be pulling them relatively often and you're going to get the whole entire set through pretty darn soon because the set is actually a set that you can complete. Once a set reaches 300 cards, you're never going to complete it, but this is one you actually have a good chance of completing, and there is some hype about it. And I know people are excited about Temporal Forces, even more so than Paldean Fates, because of the illustration rare. There's a lot of really cool cards here that I think people actually want to collect purely from an art standpoint. The cards are just really cool. I will say that. The cards are just really, really cool, and the great thing about it is I think this set is going to be readily available for quite a long time. It may be short printed at release and some prices may go up, but I think Temporal Forces is just one of those sets that you can probably count on during the holiday to be going for under $100 during Black Friday, which is fantastic. It's a fun little set to crack open, and I would be excited to pull it any day of the week. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Temporal Forces. I think this is a greatly revealed set. They're not doing anything super gimmicky. There's no new gimmick like V-Union or V-Max or V-Star inside of this set, but it's a lot of really cool stuff that we can expect from the Pokemon Company, and it's almost a breath of fresh air that it's not something that's ridiculous. It gives us some time to actually breathe and take in all these new sets. So I'm excited about it. Let me know what your thoughts are on Temporal Forces, and I will see you guys next time.